What is up, Film Geeks? My name is Trevor, and welcome back to my channel. Merry Christmas! Pixar gave us a Christmas movie this year, dropping it on Disney Plus, the brand new movie, Soul. Join me in the comment section. Did you guys love this movie? Did you guys not like this movie so much? Was it the best Pixar movie, or were you left a little bit disappointed? Let's talk about it all down below in the comment section. And with all that said, let's get right into Soul. A musician who has lost his passion for music is transported out of his body and must find his way back with the help of an infant soul learning about herself. So it's no surprise that Pixar is always making fantastic animated movies, and this one again has another star-studded cast with Jamie Foxx and Tina Fey, who have some outstanding chemistry. They really bounce off each other pretty dang nicely throughout the film. Their chemistry didn't work, the film itself wouldn't work. It's funny, it's emotional, it pulls on the heartstrings, and it does get you that little charming Pixar feel throughout the film, and that is because of our two lead characters, in Joe, portrayed by Jamie Foxx, and 22, portrayed by Tina Fey. Their chemistry again was really done well, and it really carried the film along nicely. Also, the animation style for this is a lot different than we're used to seeing with Pixar, but it's something that I love so much. I kept saying to myself, the animation looks so good, the animation looks beautiful, and it's a little bit different than we're used to seeing with Pixar, and I actually really appreciated that they brought a little bit different animated style to it. I could say this is one of my favorite animated style looking films that Pixar has brought to us. Looks really nice. It is very, very good looking, and it's very, very emotional, and it's pretty funny throughout. And again, our two leads have some great chemistry, and overall story from the film does carry along nicely. From when it starts to where it ends, you kind of know where it's going to end up. The journey it takes to get there is really inventive and something I wasn't really expecting. And another thing I appreciate about this film is that from the trailers, I wasn't expecting really anything that we got in the film. The trailers kind of told me one thing. I didn't really know what the film was going to be about, and exactly when I went into this film, I felt like I didn't watch a trailer. I felt very blind going into this film, that I didn't truly know what I was going to get, and when I got what we got, I actually really did appreciate it. From there, we're going to have to move on to some negatives, and unfortunately, this movie left me with a bitter taste of disappointment. The first act is pretty strong, the third act is extremely strong, but that second act seemed to drag for me quite a bit. Character Joe is trying to find his body throughout the film. That is the main objective, and he ends up turning into a different type of character. It really dragged along for me. It was trying to be funny and maybe relate to kids in a way, and for me, it just felt kind of out of place and felt a little bit wonky. And also, this film is definitely more targeted to adults, which I wasn't expecting, and it's a animated studio with PG movies that are definitely made for families, and if you're an adult, you can relate to it more than a child could. If I showed this to my little cousins, I don't think they would be really into it as they would be in Onward or Incredibles or even Coco. But when you come to this one, it's definitely made more for the adults, where adults can definitely relate to Joe more, and I appreciated that, but I wanted more of that family fun, family-centric film, and I didn't feel like we really got that with this. Coming back to that second act, it felt really messy to me, and when he's moving around with the cat, kind of going to all these different places, finding a little bit about himself, it just felt kind of all over the place, and I kind of got to the sense of where are we going to go with this film? Where exactly is it going to take us? And that's where I left a little bit disappointed. I kind of pulled me out of the film, and the third act did a pretty good job pulling me back into the film, but I was so out of it for the second act that I kept looking at my watch wondering, when was this movie going to wrap up? And I think part of that reason is because this movie was extremely overhyped. Everyone's saying it's the best Pixar movie to date. It's going to be the best Pixar movie of all time, and everyone's saying all these things, so I was going in expecting a Toy Story 3, and I didn't get that, and I actually got something far from it. It sounds like I'm just completely tearing this film down. I had a lot of fun with it, but it's not a Pixar movie I'm really going to go back and rewatch, and I would say it's probably not even going to break into my top 10. But before I give you guys my score, join me down below in the comment section. What would you give this movie out of 10? I sound like I'm tearing down. I didn't like it. I enjoyed Soul. It has some charm. It has a lot of good humor in there, and it's overall an inspiring story, but that second act really took it out of me. It's going to earn a 70% from me, a solid 7 out of 10. Not a terrible film, and maybe on rewatch I'll appreciate it just a little bit more. That second act really just did drag for me. Let me know down below in the comment section. Do you disagree? Let's talk about it. I'm sure we disagree. I'm not the guy here to say it's a great movie or it's a bad movie. It's just one movie that it left me a little bit disappointed. Thank you guys so much for watching. A Wonder Woman review coming later today. Make sure you have the subscribe button hit so you don't miss a beat. See you guys next time. Peace.